Oh wait, hold on, hold on.
Can you see? Can you see? Hey, Earth and Sky here. I am Earth. That is my real Sky.
What's good with your peoples?
You already know how we doing it, man. If y'all haven't checked the flow out yet, man, just understand that you are getting the most live and direct fur habitat friendly material that's gonna come to you to help you keep your Go Real going throughout the rest of the week. So let's get it popping. Earth, that's me. Sky, hit him with something.
Whoa, Sky. You know, like Sky Pager,
Right?
Skynet.
Yeah.
Ooh, did I say Skynet?
Ooh, I like how you brought that in there.
Oh,
you went Skynet. You going back to the Terminator phase?
Well, where are we right now, Earth? Well, look what we're going through right now. And people want to sit there and they want to act like they don't know.
Right.
And they want to act like, well, you know, this is just happenstance, and these things are just happening. That other countries are in pure upheaval.
Yeah.
And you don't think that is going to be brought to these shores? Come on, man. We now live in the jab or no jab society.
Are you a jabber or no jabber?
But look, we're starting to be divided as a species now between the jabbers and the no jabbers.
I got a point on that one. I just saw something the other day, and I'm gonna say his name. I don't know if it gets us, smashed off. I don't know, but first name starts with an R, last name Islam. Okay, for those that know, they know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so this brother is on a tear and has been for quite some time in regards to the jabber, no jabber. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know, but what's that? First name starts with an R, last name is. What the heck was that?
I just had to make sure that we are live and direct on Facebook.
Okay.
So for those of you watching on Facebook, salute you. For those of you watching us on YouTube, salute to you too.
He made a statement that was so profound, and it took me back to a movie that I told you to watch. All right.
Oh.
The movie I told you to watch was 3037 Confessions of a Time Traveler.
Yes.
All right, Confessions of a Man from 3032 or 3037, one of the two. All right, and he said that there was going to be a vax war. Okay, and what our Islam said was they are trying to divide the two now to where we can, to where it's jabs or no jabs. And with that, you are now like they're trying to create a war between the two. And that just when you said that, that's what that took me on to. So yeah, go ahead and hit him. Go ahead and hit him with the flow. Hit him with the flow.
I mean, you gotta think about it. If a race war doesn't work to divide the people,
no, don't go there on them.
How else do you divide the people?
Right.
How else do you really make everybody? Okay, you do that by jab or no jab.
Yeah.
So either you're a jabber, or you're not a jabber. And if you're not a jabber, we're gonna turn this into Demolition Man for you real quick. Like, look, all you jabbers, look, just so y'all know, we injected you with some things. You've been jabbed. But now that jab now allows you access to all of your money, all of your own money. It allows you access to get the nice little beanie weenies at Taco Bell. You know, the little bitty beanie weenies to get Taco Bell.
Right.
So it allows you literally to live semi-normal because you've been jabbed. Now, for those who don't want it,
right? What? I like the way you said that, semi-normal.
Yeah, it's semi, because it's never going to go back to the way it was. It's never going to go back to the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, even 2010. It ain't even going to go back to 2018.
Right. Right.
It's over. It's just a wrap.
Yeah.
So with that being said, now you start to look at like, so what about the people who don't want to be jabbers?
Right.
What, there's no benefit for you. And now you're now being ostracized. You're now being outcast. So are we looking at even, okay, I'm going to take it to an extreme now.
Okay.
Like, so I'm going to go from one, which is Demolition Man.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go all the way to Mad fucking Max.
Ooh. You know that's my dude right there.
So think about it. You've got the jabbers in Demolition Man. And then you got the non-jabbers. That's Thunderdome.
Ooh, 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Now think about the concept. Because,
okay,
if you don't,
I like where you're going with this one. Go ahead.
You know, so think about the concept. Think about it. You've now got people now have literally not only turned against one another,
right,
but completely separated. So those who are actually free pay the price to be free. You want to be free, you're going to pay that price. And that price is not to have the luxuries that you once had before.
Right.
But if you've already paid the price, knowingly, not knowingly, and got jab, because I'm going to tell you what, people, if you think you got jabbed, you're going to get another jab and another jab, and the jabs are not going to stop coming. Just so y'all jabbers know. I'm just throwing it out there so you jabbers know it's not going to stop. So now you've got this mass divide that everybody's talking about jab or no jab. And you're going to see, but see, here's the illy. They want everybody to do this now again. And what the jabbers will never admit to is the same thing that those who stormed the Capitol on the 45 tip. Look, they've been down for so long. They've lost so many friends and family. They can't go back now. They can't save face. So they either bite their nose off to spite their face. And it's like, oh, so you fucked up, right?
You
can't say it.
You fucked up, don't you?
But you can't look, you can't go back now.
Right.
You're too deep in enemy territory now to ever turn around. You can't go back.
You can't.
So that's where they're at with it. And that's what, look, again, these scripts are old, people. They're old. They're old scripts. They just ran this script. Look, now here's how fast they're regurgitating scripts. They just ran this same script with 45. And they're running it again just this fast. So that'll let you know it's like, look, time's up, people. We're now, look, a question, off topic to get back on topic. Is it just me, or does the day seem like it's only about 20 hours to maybe 16 hours long? It seems like I'm missing time.
Right.
It seems like I wake up and I'm like, okay, and then I look and it's noon. And then I look again and it's 3:30. And then I look again and it's 5 o'clock. And then I look again and it's midnight. And then I look again and it's 2 a.m. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
Like, where'd my day go?
Something is going on.
So if things are speeding up and we feel the speed up, now to get back on topic, now it's like, okay, so if things are speeding up, that means anything done with you, to you, is speeding up. Everything is speeding up. So an agenda that had a timetable that was set for certain times is now sped up. But you don't know how much it's sped up. Like, you've got professional athletes thinking about retiring now. You've got coaches, assistant coaches. No jab, no bueno.
Yeah.
I'm out. Literally leave your job. I'm out. Because the NFL has made it mandatory that you get jabbed up if you're in the upper office, if you're in the medical staff, if you deal with the players. But the players themselves, now mind you, these are the money makers. We don't care if you all are jabbed. without y'all, we don't have a league. We don't care if you jabbed up.
But something I came across that they talked about was that, if you're not and your team has to miss a game, you're now forfeiting that game.
Oh, and game check.
Oh,
both teams, if they can't reschedule that game, so say like you're like, damn, we can't reschedule this game. Both teams lose game checks.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Yo,
incentivized, right?
Right. Oh, yes, it's got to be incentivized, because if it's not incentivized, see, here's the thing. You know how they do it. They give one hand and they take with the other, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this is the incentivized method that we're using. Now, we're not saying that you can't still have the same life. It's just going to be so far from the same life that the disparity between the two is going to be so far that you're not even going to be able to be like, you know what? I'm okay. I'll just go ahead and get it. See, this is not only, listen, okay, why do you think that they start at the top? Because it's a trickle down mentality that's in every aspect, right? So if it starts at the top, let's start with our actors, our sportscasters, our athletes, the people we idolize, okay? The people we idolize. Let's start there, and then it's going to effectively trickle down, because who do we take our cues from? Actors, the people we look up to. And what are they doing? They're starting from the top to get this moving downward, because the greatest depth of people they want to hit is at the base of the pyramid. Okay, so with that, I like that. That's nice. So with that, they are also making sure that when they come back, the new norm doesn't start with us. The new norm is accepted by us, but the new norm starts at the top. So you can take your cues from your masters, from the people that control your life. And why do they control your life? Because you've been trained to look outside of your life to everybody else's life and enjoy their life while you're living yours. Are you? So
sounds like surrogate to me.
Woo, come on, bro. Come on. What happens when you come out? Man, it gets too heavy. You can't stay outside longer than an hour. You got to get back in the house. That's the only place where you can be safe at. Now, you got to let your surrogate go out so they can take the hits, the lumps, and the bruises, because gravity has shifted, or something that they did has now shifted to where you can't even stay outside a long time without getting drugged down to the ground further. So, yes, totally get that surrogate analogy. But see, here's the thing. So you mean to tell me if it's not good enough for LeBron, it's not good enough for you? Do we even know if some of these athletes or entertainers are taking the jab?
Well, we now know if you're a football player. We're about to find out. And see, here's what people don't understand. If the method works in football, what do you think next basketball season is going to be like? What do you think next baseball season is going to be like? You see what I'm saying? Yep. But mind you, when you but everything, of course, as we know, gorillas, primates, as we know, everything basically is turned upside down. So, of course, we work off the invert, not the norm.
Right.
So if you work off the norm, that trickle down is absolutely correct, but who makes the top the money? The bottom of the pyramid.
Right.
But you would think, okay, people, I'm going to say something really important here.
Bust them over the head.
You would think that you would protect your assets, right? Because that's what you normally do when it comes to non-physical things. Material items are assets, right? So you protect those. You put them in banks. You put them so that way they can't be gotten to, right?
Right.
Now, these athletes are their assets. And the ROI on those assets are keeping them billionaires. What?